Well, good morning to you. I got up at dark 30 this morning. I'm heading up towards Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's about a 4-hour drive. Talked to brother producer here, and we're working on a project that I think you're really going to like once we announce it really soon. And as soon as I'm done talking there, I'm going to skip out and go look at records. Go visit a friend of mine that's got a lot of 78s. Spend the night and then go probably through Oklahoma City tomorrow. Hit more stuff going back, and then I'm going to rest. I'll probably be weary. Anyway, I'm Max Stevens and I buy old records. And, oh wow, passing the little Choctaw Casino and the Choctaw Travel Plaza. Isn't that nice? About to pass, let's see, which is it? It's the, it's a little prison up here. Can't remember the name of it. But all the notable sites of Oklahoma, the casinos, the cannabis dispensaries, and the prisons. So I'm feeling at home. Just having to think as I'm driving along. I've got 45 minutes before I reach my first destination of the day. But I'm first going to stop and get me some coffee, make a pit stop. That's not what I was thinking about. Do want to recommend, as I sometimes do, get on Facebook if you like 45 records, 78 records. I've got a couple of groups. 45 records, I run one that's called Max, that's me, Cheap 45 RPM Record Group. I think that's what it's called. It's got a picture of a sun label. That'll guide you towards it. And $20 or less records. And not a whole lot of $3, $4 records. Sometimes those pop up. Generally $5 up to $20. And 50s, 60s, rockabilly, soul, whatever you want to put up. You can put up major hits too. That's fine. Then there's the other main 45 group, I call it, the 45 RPM buy, sell, trade, no junk, please group that my buddy Mark Lee Allen started, and I'm an administrator of. That's a lot more strict on what you can put on there. But if you're into the more harder core stuff, then 50s and 60s stuff, that's where you need to go. No Beatles, no Rolling Stones, no hits, but rarities galore. Some really good stuff. 78 RPM, there's Max, not M-A-X, M-A-C-K, apostrophe S, because we got to get that possessive, because I'm possessive about it, tense, right? Max 78 RPM, Hickabilly, H-I-C-K-A, Billy, record group or something like that. And get on there, check it out. I think it's got a picture of another Sun label, probably Harmonica Frank, prize of my Sun collection. So check those out. Read the rules first. Please read the rules first. I'm firm but fair when it comes to administering my groups, but we don't countenance fools easily. No, we don't do that. So check it out. Well, all right. I stopped for a few hours, did my super secret meeting about the new project coming up. So I'm on my way over to a local record store, Josie Records. Yeah, it's a satellite of the main store, I guess. Dallas is the main store. I think they got one up in Kansas City, Missouri. So I'm going to go check them out. They said they had some records come in, and I'm going to turn right at the traffic light, and I'm going to go check them out. So finally, records. That started without turning on my camera, so I'm going to probably get these country record. I don't know about that one. All right. Finally, after that big build up, I start, Pat Boone, start looking at records. Ooh. I'm not sure about that Paul Anka. He did, on RCA, he did a couple of
perfect Northern soul records. At least one. Ooh, look at that. That's... No, pass on that. It's jazz. The Dawns. Don't know it. These are a quarter a piece, so I can afford to be reckless in my spending. Chances are, I always check these Broadways out. I'm looking for blue suede shoes on Broadway. You let me know if you ever find it. I got a friend looking for that for years. Not a particularly expensive record, but it seems to be hard. Ooh, what do we got here? Nope. Nope. Dang it. Hadn't hit anything big yet. Huh. I don't know what that is, but I'm getting it. That's one of those weird records. It's either great or just terrible. I'm picking up a lot of records from a cheap record group that is really taking off, getting a lot of good sellers. And people are really buying. And they seem to be happy, so why not, right? Whoa, no way. It looks like bluegrass. Parallel Lines, Ohio. Ray Anderson is a good bluegrass, maybe at Bob's. Oh, I'm very glad I came here. For a while there, they hadn't really gotten in a lot of records here, 45s. But it comes and goes, so I keep coming back, and eventually I find. You know, I've heard worse things to sort records to. At least I can think. Sometimes you try to concentrate, things are so loud, you know, but it's okay. Yeah, not in good enough shape. Some Johnny Horton. And that funny Jello. They've got a lot more 45s here to look at that's come in, so I'm gonna be here a little bit, hopefully. All right. Sir Cliff Richard. Ooh, I'm sure that's country, but it's cheap enough to pick up. Houston label. Just tell by the way it looks. All right. Oh, I am so in with that. Dixie Reelers. That just looks good. Too rough. Dallas Rockabilly. Matt Curtis. Okay, I know nobody's been through these records then. That would have been scooped up. Let's check, make sure it's what it is, yeah. About to the next part. So far, nothing on this part. I often much prefer the junk records because I'm so fond of saying. I like the face on this guy. He looks handsome. Well, that's cool. Good Louisiana record. Looks like it's a string band. All right, Mystery Meat 78. Looks like it's going to start flaking off, though, the coating. Somebody made their own dubs of an old Nat King Cole record. Those are always neat to see. Wish they had the cutting machine here. Glad not all the records are like this. It'll wear me out. I'm too purdy to be wore out that way. Damn Abbott records. I've heard of a land far, far away where Abbott records weren't distributed at all. Let's see if that place exists. I think it's called Valhalla. Just walked out. Let's have a little fun here. It's really good string band stuff there. Decent shape, mid-30s or so Bluebird. This one I'm wanting to hear. One came off the wall. Bluegrass. I won't play the flip because I got to remove the tape. George Jones, reissue, Charlie Ryan. This is just always great. Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. I think this is country. Well, kinda, yeah. Yeah, small label. Later country. Yeah, that's cool. And I got a plethora of others. Here's the one I want to, well, I got two I want to play right now. Oh, Ray Anderson. Yeah, he's that mandolin player. Played the Jimmy Skinner, I think. Oh, that's just downright delightful bluegrass. People like that stuff. Now, what's this? Ooh, I'm pleasantly surprised. Well, that's not bad at all. It's not even miserable. That's all right. That's all right, Mama. Any way you do. Okay, we're gonna go down the road further. Well, cool. I'm on Old Route 66 here in beautiful Tulsa, Oklahoma. Just see the natural splendor. And I'm gonna go to an antique mall over here. I usually go. I usually find stuff. Sadly, the vendor who usually put the records out passed away, oh, maybe a month and a half ago. COVID didn't get him. Something else did, apparently. But anyway, going to miss him. He was a good guy. And we'll see if, you know, more of his records were put out beforehand and such. I don't know. Just go check. Okay, so I had a good time there. Bought me a handful of records. Unexpectedly, I get to set my schedule ahead a little bit. I thought I was going to have to do this at night, but a good friend of mine who's decided to get out of the 78 business is thinking about selling his collection. So it behooves me to go over to his house and look at said collection. And he's a great guy. Friend David just lost his dad due to COVID, the same as I did. Heck of a deal. I'm wearing a mask or two masks now everywhere I go anyway. And that's not going to change. Because since I started wearing a mask back in March, I have had zero respiratory problems. I mean, I'm coming down with bronchitis and stuff like that. Not now, so I'm gonna ride that train for a while. I don't care how silly I look or what other people think. Ugh. Well, I just bought the collection of 78s. There was a lot of really cool stuff in there, and enough cool stuff to make me think, yeah, I gotta do this. So, yay. Both parties happy, and it's party time. I'll get to my daughter's house in just a little bit, and I'll open up the back hatch and just show you anyway what I've got. I think I'll hold the camera up behind me right now. I got too much junk in the way that they won't show. I'm watching the light right now. It's not that I don't want to look at you. Well, all right. I ended up with 5 milk crates full of cool stuff, old stuff, and really cool stuff. I'm pleased. Looky there. That ain't bad at all, is it? Well, I got to go in now and visit with family. Well, okay. Night is falling, and we're fixing to eat. I'm at my daughter's house now in the grand metropolis that is Tulsa. Wonderful. I mean, just a wonderful day I had. Did a lot of visiting too with the grandbaby. That was fantastic. So anyway, and she's a pleasant child, not one of these little runny nose, pooping, squalling little monsters. No. She's actually very well-mannered, quite sociable little girl. She's just marvelous. Just turned 1, like the kid. Okay, without further ado, I only pulled some records out of one of the boxes because I'm not going to lug them, you know, all around creation right now and to show them off. I'll show them off later on my 78 group and privately. But anyway, here's some of the stuff I got. Blind Lemon Jefferson, Stocking Feet Blues, and that's backed with the Black Snake Moan. This was Lemon's big hit early on, and it's wonderful. I also have a Blind Blake or two in the same batch. And here's something great. Bow Hog Blues, Texas Alexander. Not Boar Hog, Bow Hog. Bell Cow Blues. Apparently, Texas Alexander, he liked singing about livestock. Isn't that great? This is a marvelous thing. George Jones on the legendary Starday label. His first record ever. No money in this deal. And it is just marvelously beautiful, happy, and I like it. This might be my favorite, though, out of the entire thing. Sonny Fisher, Sneaky Pete. The flip side, though, does have some label issues. I may try to repair that a bit. But anyway, this, for me, it's the best two-sided rockabilly record ever made. It's just my well, if you know me, you know I love Sonny Fisher. All right, and then last is a good representative of what's in this stuff. Floyd LeBlanc and his Magic Fiddle. We're talking about Cajun Opera Record Company, the Hackberry Two-Step. Man, that's a Houston label that was owned by, I believe, Benny Hess, who was a marvelous hillbilly country musician, later rockabilly musician. He kind of a racketeer, you might say. If there was a way, an angle, he'd play it. He's a legend worth a book and a movie all his own. Well, I'm tired. It's been a long, long day. I'm going to get myself some shut-eye after I eat some barbecue. And then I'm going to get up bright and early, go stop in on my baby brother. No, he ain't my baby brother. He's older than me. He's my brother, though. Got to go see him. Then I'm going to drive on into Oklahoma City, probably go see John, see if he's got anything new. He doesn't know I'm coming. I'm just going to drop in on him. Yeah. So you be good and eat lots of fiber, and maybe Brother Mac will come visit you. No, that's Mr. Hanky. Never mind. So, howdy-ho. We'll see you boys and girls later. Have fun. I know I've had fun today.